Systematic Review for Leisure, The Factors Affecting the Leisure. This important article is authored by the following scientists. In the 1950s and 1960s, most of the time, almost like the proposition hiding behind this, it was set as a basis that leisure can be explained by a number of defined variables. These so-called determinant ideas initially recognized that knowledge of only very few variables, most often socio-demographic, was sufficient to define and explain leisure. Leisure cannot be perceived as a phenomenon that affects all people to the same degree. General statistical trends such as more time, higher available disposable income or technical innovations cannot lead to the conclusion that every member of the society changes their leisure activities in the same way and adapts to the new framework conditions. Whether and how individual social differences affect leisure time, are reproduced or transformed in view of current socio-political changes, continues to be a particularly topical question in the study of leisure time and lifestyle. The ultimate goal of this research is the analysis of behavioral factors, the course of life and lifestyle as regards leisure time. The method adopted for the study was a review of the relevant literature. The present study is a bibliographical survey study that presents the critical points of existing knowledge about a theoretical approach. The review of the current study refers to clearly formulated questions and uses systematic and explicit criteria for the critical analysis of a published paper by summarizing, sorting, grouping and comparing. In the light of the present study, it is found that a differentiated view of leisure behavior should essentially be followed from two complementary perspectives, a theory of action and a theory of structure. This action occurs in a social structure, which specifies a place of action for the individual, in which the individual's actions are consciously or unconsciously adapted. The analysis of social structures to date can be made more precise. Lifestyles are mainly distinguished by the activities they contain. This means creating a style that results from everyday visible actions and ways of behaving. Orientations are also taken into consideration, which could lead to the conclusion on which principles people organize their lives. Lifestyle, in a nutshell, can be understood as a thematically structured model of providing motivation, perceptions, behavior and experience in order to meet needs, accomplish tasks, and reach or achieve goals. Leisure time behavior is the broader concept of individual aspects such as activities or actions during leisure time, the shaping of leisure time and the model of leisure time. Leisure time activities are, therefore, characteristic measures of the socially acceptable range of behaviors in a society, class, or group with respect to leisure. Examination of leisure time biographies shows that leisure time activities and patterns change significantly over the course of life. From the social sciences point of view, it has been shown that lifestyle expression depends on demographic factors that are not influenced, such as age and gender, as well as social factors such as education, occupational status, and income. As a result, it can be maintained that the changing trends as regards leisure time that were discussed here undoubtedly provide a good basis for estimating leisure activities. Adequate time and financial resources are essential to this end. On the contrary, it is also accepted that lifestyles should not be regarded only as dependent variables, but could also serve as declarative dimensions. Introduction. As societies become more prosperous, people increasingly seek a better quality of life, with leisure becoming a key part of that pursuit. Leisure time is now seen not just as a break from work, but as essential to personal development, independence, and well-being. Early research in the 1950s and 60s focused on simple social factors like age, education, and employment to explain leisure behavior. Over time, more complex psychological, physiological, and social factors were added to understand why and how people spend their free time. Leisure is now viewed as something that reflects a person's motivations, interests, and experiences, rather than just activities done outside of work. Factors like family life, job status, living environment, and social connections all influence how leisure time is used. Psychological theories suggest that people's personalities and social experiences play major roles in shaping leisure habits, but age alone is not a reliable indicator of change. Long-term studies are needed to understand how leisure evolves across a lifetime. Motivations for leisure vary and are shaped by a person's stage in life and how socially connected they are. These motivations, or incentives, differ from basic needs like relaxation or self-expression, and from the outcomes or satisfaction people get from their activities. In Germany, while leisure isn't governed by a single policy, various sectors like urban planning, health, and labor contribute to creating conditions for people to enjoy their free time. Over the years, shorter working hours and more flexible job structures have given people more freedom to enjoy leisure, which has become central to modern life and personal happiness. Conclusion. Leisure time behavior includes not just the activities people do in their free time, but also how they shape and experience that time. These activities reflect what's socially acceptable within different groups and can change significantly throughout a person's life. As life expectancy increases, older adults are spending more time actively enjoying leisure, which influences the types of activities offered. Social class and lifestyle still affect leisure choices, but people can now more easily move between social environments. Some individuals adapt well to social changes, especially those who focus on leisure and enjoyment, while others, more tied to traditional work-focused lifestyles, may struggle. Lifestyle is no longer just an outcome of social status, it also defines how people view well-being. As society evolves, politics, the economy, and science are all exploring how leisure fits into modern life and how it can shape the future of work, education, and personal fulfillment. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe to our channel BP International to watch more videos in the fields of science, technology and medicine.